Alright, I do have a bit of an issue with a couple of my snakes, and I don't know what it is. I thought it was an issue with temperature or humidity, so I kind of upped the amount of sprays I was doing a day, and kind of soaked everybody for a couple days, and lowered the heat lamp temperature in my cages, and it doesn't seem to be doing too much. So this big girl, she just shed like 2 days ago. That's why she's nice and pretty and shiny, and so did most of the other snakes that have this issue right now. Okay, so see if I could find it again. Let's turn on the flash. There it is, right there. See if I can focus up close, let you guys see this. Now, Iron Dog reptiles, I'd had an issue like this with my first snake, or one of my first snakes, and this is how I met everybody. He told me it was, I can't remember exactly what he said, but it was something along the lines of like mites or scale rot or something like that, but it's happening again. Don't quite know what it is. Last time it healed up perfectly fine, but it is back on the big girl, Avenger, which is the original snake that had all these issues, and my smallest snake, Ka. So it's on those 3 snakes, and I think on one of the other ones. I don't remember who, but as you can see, it's like, it looks like a burn mark. Stop moving here real quick, girl. Well, for the love of God, will you focus? I cannot get it to focus. One sec. Stop wrapping around that, you. There we go. Alright. Let's turn the flash off, see if it does anything. Oh, makes it harder to see. Now, originally I looked at it and thought it was like stuck shed or something. Or like a burn mark. But it's nowhere else except for this one little spot right here on her. Nowhere else that I've noticed, at least. Yeah, it's nowhere else. She's nice and pretty everywhere else. Just this one little spot. There's one scale in particular right there. There's this one. And then there's this little patch, which is not as bad as these two, but this little patch is like a clustered area of a couple of messed up scales. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them that are kind of bad, and there's 3 of them that are showing some slight signs. And on this one and that one, there's 1, 2, there's 1 or 2, maybe 3 of them around this one that's a little bit wrinkled, and just 1 around this one. And this one right here appears to be maybe a bit like that as well. So let me set her down and show you a couple of the other ones real quick. Alright, I'll be right back. this is Avenger, and he had the issue previously, and he'd gotten rid of it, and it all went away on him, and it was all better, and he looked pretty again. But now, well, see, my camera is garbage, and it does not like to focus for me. But if you can see, that's in this specific area here, it looks like his scales have just been melted together. It's like one big scab in this area. It's really weird. Don't know why. Let's see, there's more closer towards his tail, and he's got like some kind of weirdness on his tail as well. Where is it? There's one little spot right there. Let me find it. Okay, there's this spot. And it's a bit of a reddish area. And there's one little piece right there. And down here towards his tail. Oof, come here, bud. Down here towards his tail, it's probably the worst. It's just terrible. And I've been doing everything that I can. I've been soaking him every day. I've been spraying him. I've turned down his heat, thinking that's what the issue was, but nope. And it hasn't gotten any better since I saw it like this, and it hasn't gotten any worse either. There's a little piece of grass stuck there. So it's just terrible, man. And the underside, let's see if I can flip them over real quick. The underside's not bad, but it's the side right there. Like, that's the main place. And I don't know if it's stuck shed, or if it's a burn, or if it's mites, or what it is, but it just looks terribly painful, and it's sad to see, you know? It just looks horrible. And that's the main place. It doesn't seem to bother him too much, but, because normally if their tails are hurting or something, they'll raise it up when they're moving, and he doesn't really do anything with it, he just uses it as normal. And let's see if I can get Caw. Here, bud. She's right there. Oh, look, she's poking her little head out. And where was it on Caw? Okay, his tail has he had it on his tail a while back, and it's healing up nice now. But it's still a little bit affected on the very tip top. Oh, there it is. If you can see. But my camera is garbage, so it won't focus. But it looks like it has just been burned or something. And there's no way my snakes can get up to the bulb in order to burn themselves. This guy surely can't, and their tails wouldn't be able to anyways. And so I think there's one other little bitty spot that has it. And there's a couple little tiny spots along his back, but kind of hard to see because he's itty bitty. But if you know what this is, let me know, and I'll go ahead and get whatever it is that needs to be fixed, that I need to help them. But it won't be for another week because I cannot really buy anything right now. Kind of tight on money. But if you know what it is, let me know. If you don't know what it is, then or if you've had it happen to you before but you still don't know what it is, if you don't mind, tell me what you've done to fix it, and that way I can get these snakes nice and pretty and well again. Hang on. Oh, it was him. Okay. There are a couple little bitty spots on his head, I think. Yeah, he don't like that, so I'm gonna stop. But other than that, these snakes are perfectly healthy. They eat constantly. They're not really under any stress because as soon as the food hits the bottom of the tank, they just go at it instantly. And I even had one of my snakes just stay in food mode for like 4 days, so I ended up eating 4 little mice. But that was the Super Pastel. So yeah, if you know what this is, let me know, so I can get them well again, and what to do. I've researched it, haven't found anything on it. So, yeah, if you could help me out, that'd be nice. Ah, she's escaping.